Hey guys, it's Greta here, ladies relationship coach, and today let's talk about how to get him back. So actually I got a question from this lovely client, and I thought I'm gonna read you girls her question, and then I'm gonna analyze it and tell you where she went wrong and how can she make it right. Okay, so here we go. It's grab yourself some tea or coffee or anything you would like to drink because it's a bit long. Just a little warning. Okay, so she's saying, we matched on Tinder back in February. He is overseas student learning Chinese in Beijing. He is Russian and 25 years old. It's been almost 3 months now and we always text or call, and he is the one to reach out all the time. But everything went weird 2 weeks ago. So that is really great that he is the one to reach out all the time, so he is pursuing the girl. Then she's saying, we went out for the first time on 25th March and the second time on the next Saturday. So there was a week apart, which is great. We kind of supposed to see each other again the next weekend, but I was busy with family and friends, so we didn't meet in the third week. That's totally fine because again it came from her. She was busy. That's really good. She's behaving like a challenge. Well done. In the fourth week, he didn't ask me out in advance, and when he texted me on Saturday morning, I already went out with my friends. Good. He asked her last minute, but she already had plans. That's perfect. High value. Well done. He was a bit mad because I didn't leave him enough time, and I was mad because he only wanted to meet at night. It's fine if he's mad about it. Next time he will know to ask in advance. Okay? If he's mad, it shows that he cares. Anyways, he said we should go out on Sunday, so we were discussed the time and place to go, and I said I want a proper date rather than just hang out at night. He said okay, but changed his mind few hours later. The reason he can't do it anymore is because he had midterm exams the next week, so he better study. Okay, so here we go. So I'm assuming she slept with him quite soon, and he basically wanted to meet up with her last minute for sex, and when she said no, I'm not up for it, he basically said, okay, you're not up for that, well then I have to study because that's the only thing that I'm offering you. That's already a big red flag, but he's not really into you as a person. He's more into you because he's after sex. I think he bullshitted me, so I called him and we had what are we conversation. So this is where the girl started going wrong. What are we conversation needs to come from a man always, because if it's coming from a girl, it's basically her saying that she really cares, she really likes him, she really wants him, and she wants a relationship with him. In order for a relationship to be successful, he needs to trap you in a relationship with him. He needs to start these conversations. What are we? Where is this going? You know, I would like you to be my girlfriend. Because in order for him to really love you and like you, you need to be a challenge. You need to be high value. If you are starting these conversations first, it's too easy. There is nothing to conquer. A guy falls in love with the girl when she's a challenge. So her starting this conversation, she's basically saying, look, I really like you, let's settle, what are we, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a big turn off. It needs to always come from a guy. I was totally shocked because he was very honest and told me he also seeing other 5 women and won't have a serious relationship with me. So now, because he felt safe as she opened up and had a conversation, what are we? So then he pushed her buttons by saying, look, I'm dating other girls as well. If she would have not had this conversation, she would have been more of a challenge, and I bet you he would have not told her that he's dating other girls because he would be busy pursuing her, and it would be too risky for him to try and make her jealous. But now, because he knows that she's already developing some kind of feelings for him, that she really likes him, she's making him feel safe, and now he's kind of like, okay, well, you really like me anyway, so I might as well push your buttons too, because he's feeling safe. He wants a bit of drama. I told him if he can't give me exclusiveness, then we should end it. Again, that's her kind of trying to trap him in a relationship. But at the same time, I see she's trying to put her boundaries. It doesn't work like this, girls. I can see what she's doing. She's trying to be high value, and she's like, you either dating me or that's it. I totally get it, but it doesn't work like that. It needs to come from the guy in order for it to be happy, and in order for you to have a bit more power, it needs to come from a guy. And he said that I'm different than the other girls, and he had feelings for me. Well, if he has feelings for you and he is different, and you are different than the other girls, then he needs to show it with his actions. When a guy invests in you and shows you with his actions that you are different, and he puts you as a priority towards the other girls, then you can believe it. But this is just words. Where are the actions? There is the evidence, as my dad would say. Where is the evidence, Greta? No evidence, it means nothing. I was like, this is not negotiable, and he has to stop seeing other girls. He said he believed he can give them up eventually, but we just met and I'm busy all the time. He can't control himself when other girls offering sex. He's not that into her, and he's obviously, because he's not that crazy into her, and the other girls are offering sex, of course he's taking it, and she's not being a challenge either, so for him he's just taking it. He also said he haven't had a girlfriend after 20 years old, and he had trust issues. That's excuses. This is what guys say. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Then I asked him, how can he so sure that I can change his lifestyle of 5 years? He said he just believes so. Okay, I think he's just bluffing. I was sad, and we talked hours and finally have an agreement on exclusive dating for 2 weeks and see how things work. This happened on 15th of April. Okay, so he agreed and gave her exclusivity. Now this is the thing, when you're asking him not to talk to other girls and you asking him for exclusivity, what usually guys do is, like, because it's not coming from them, they give you the exclusivity and we just talk to the other girls behind your back because it's not coming from their heart. They're not offering the exclusivity themselves. I don't know how to describe my feelings. I just can't believe he had other women. I thought we contact all the time. Well, that's the thing. If you're not in a relationship, if you're not exclusive, you're dating other people, even if you're having sex with them, you're dating other people, Yeah, he still texts me every day, but just checked in and asked me how was my day, and end of conversation. Okay, so if he was texting her every day and just to check in and, how was your day, and not constantly texting her, is because we are exclusive now, and he's feeling safe, because she was the one telling him that she wants exclusivity. So because he knows that she is hooked on him, there is no point to check in on her the whole time, because he knows that she only thinks about him. She was the one asking for exclusivity anyway. So he just randomly asks about her day, and that's it. It's like he's not checking in on her because he's a bit bored. This girl is crazy about me. Like, there's nothing to chase. I texted him on Friday 20th April and asked him out for a lunch date the next day. And he said he had plans already but can't see me at night time. She's pursuing him now because, she's pursuing him. She's asking him on a date. He's like, no, I just want basically sex, because he said he can only see her at night time. I was disappointed about his behavior and blocked him immediately. So she overreacted. But I regretted on Sunday and unblocked him. Yeah, so she So she was trying to give him a react. She was trying to make him to react by blocking him. So she was trying to create a bit of drama that he might lose her, and she blocked him. And because he didn't react, she unblocked him because she felt insecure. He texted me again on the next Monday and asked me if I was okay, and I replied yes. He texted me surely on Thursday, and I didn't reply until Friday, and he didn't respond back. I lost my patience on Sunday and texted him again. She's totally losing it. This is what happens when you pursue a guy for exclusivity, and then like you even like not even just pursue a guy for exclusivity, but pursuing a guy who asks you out last minute at night time for exclusivity. You're asking a guy to be exclusive who has not even invested much in you. This girl has a huge chemistry with this guy, and that's about it. You know what? Where is everything else? Where is the investment? Where is him showing how much he likes you, him showing how much he cares, him actually investing in you and spending time and all of that? There is nothing. It's just I bet you 100% all this guy did was just charm her, give her a bit of bullshit, a bit of bluffing, and then probably having an amazing sex with her, and now like the great chemistry, and now she's totally hooked, and she's only seeing the, as I say, through rosy glasses, and she's like in this fog. Take all the fog off, what is left out of this guy? Nothing. What is here? Like nothing. There's no investments, there's nothing. Like totally nothing. She is just totally hooked on a fantasy of him, not even the real him, the fantasy of him, and the power of seduction. This is bullshit and charms, basically. Oh, and the chemistry. It's like, and he sees that as a guy, he's like, okay, there's only chemistry there, and this girl is a bit dormady, so I'm just gonna take it and that's it. But she doesn't, because she's using her emotions. That's why she doesn't see it. And she's a girl, so we obviously use emotions as girls. And he replied, okay, so I lost my patience on Sunday and texted him again. She's losing the emotions. She started to go crazy. She's not controlling it. I told him that day was the last day of our agreement to exclusive dating. It was more her agreement. And since we haven't met, it doesn't matter anymore. And he replied and said he owes me a date. But again, he only wants to see me at my place or him at nighttime. Ridiculous, right? I just went crazy and had this fight with him. He ignored me for 2 hours and came to my place at 9. We ended up having sex. He didn't spend the night and haven't contacted me since. Yeah. So, and then her question is, what's his attention to me? Does he just want to have sex? So he got it now and lost interest, question mark. I don't know how to control myself. What if he doesn't contact me? So yeah, basically, okay, what I would say to this girl, like right now, like the best thing for her to do, obviously no contact. He hasn't contacted her since Sunday, so today I'm filming, it's Thursday, so it's been like 4 days. And what I would tell to this girl, don't contact him first, like let him get in contact first, see what he's offering you. He will probably offer you last minute sex. Don't take it. Only take an offer if he's gonna ask you to meet up outside and in advance. But him having his needs met like last minute, I don't see him offering that. I would say the best thing for you to do right now is concentrate on your goals and ambitions, start dating more people, put yourself first, forget about him, like literally forget about him, like don't give him any attention, forget about him. Then he gets in contact first, which I'm sure he will after some time. Just act like nothing happened and don't take an offer which is not good for you. So if he's asking you out last minute, no. If he's asking you out in advance, that's great. But again, what kind of date is he offering you when he is asking you out in advance? See, is that date good enough for you? But yeah, I think the key for you now is to kind of get rid of the fog and look at the reality and do the things that are the best for you. Like to do the right thing is really hard, but at the end of the day, when you do the right thing, at the end of the day, you're happy. And the right thing to do here is concentrate on your goals and ambitions. Put yourself first. Put him into a plan B, C, D, E, F, G. And make yourself happy and practice how to be high value. So next time you're nailing things like that, So ladies, I have a video how to get your ex back. So if you would like that video, get in contact or check it out on my website. My website is called ladiesrelationshipcoach.com. I also answer questions free. I do Q&As on my Instagram lives, so follow me on my Instagram. And if you would like some coaching, get in touch. And if you like this video, please press like. Let me know your opinion. I would love to hear your opinion. And have a beautiful day. Kisses from London.